trigonometry by first expanding show that. Okay, so we start with the Pythagorean identity in the MF19, cos squared plus sine squared equals 1, and we square both sides here, so actually 1 squared is 1, and then we expand the left hand side. This is a plus b all squared, which is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So simplify a little, we have cos squared squared, so it is going to be cos to the 4th power. Same thing here, sine to the 4th power. We subtract both sides by this term, so we move it to the right, and then we use the sine double angle rule in MF19. So because we need to use sine 2 theta here, you see the goal. So if we square both sides, if we divide first by 2, we get 1/2 sine 2 theta equals sine cos, and then we square both sides, so 1/4 sine squared equals sine squared cos squared, which means we can replace this cos squared sine squared just like this with 1/4 sine squared. So that's what we do, we replace it with 1/4 sine squared, and then we simplify. This is minus 1/2, and we get what we need to prove. Hence solve. So previously we already know that we have this from the first part. Now the left hand side here is 5/9. We replace it with 5/9. So now we subtract 1 from both sides, and we multiply both sides by -2, and then we take the square root of both sides. We get plus minus square root 8/9. Now to find the theta, we need to find the base angle. So the base angle is using inverse sine because it is sine. So inverse sine, to find base angle, we have to use something positive. So we use positive root 8/9. We get the angle in the first quadrant, the base angle. Now for the domain, this is the original domain. Since the angle we are dealing with is 2 theta here, we gotta multiply throughout by 2, so we get 0 times 2 theta times 2 180 times 2, so which means we are using all 4 quadrants. This is the quadrant rules. Since it's plus minus, we can use the plus and the minus for sine. So for the plus, it's just the base angle and the quadrant 2 angle, so we get this from 180 minus, and for the third quadrant 180 plus, and for the fourth quadrant 360 minus base angle. And this is still 2 theta, so we divide everything by 2, and for the final answer we can leave it in 1 decimal place for angle in degrees, so we have 4 solutions. Alright, I'll see you again next time.